All right, and so here's the part of the survey that gets Miss Perry all in a tizzy. So even once you finish clicking all of those wonderful boxes to get to the survey results, if you do not add 5 careers to your portfolio, your survey does not count. Okay, and so when I'm looking up each of your names and looking to see who has those 5 careers added, that's what I'm looking for. And so right now what we want to do is actually to look at our careers, and it's going to be based on your top interest areas. Now, you may remember these types from your interest survey, interest profiler survey in 6th grade. But what's beautiful about this is as you complete each survey over the years here, what it's going to do is it's going to update your interest areas based on your survey results. So yours may look the same as it did for your 6th grade survey, or it may be a little different. Okay, but as you can see, my top two are social and enterprising, and so all the jobs that they have listed are based on these two um, personality types. Okay, so I'm going to click on View Careers, and as you can see here, it says I have 100 careers matching my interest. And if you're wondering how you can get to see those different careers, you can click on pages 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have several pages of careers. So the point of what you're doing at this time is to add those 5 careers, but it's also to research the careers. And so what I would do, advisors and students, is um, once you add a job to your portfolio, I would actually write it down so you know to go back and research that job, that career once you finish adding your 5. And so that can be pencil and paper, that could be a Microsoft Word document, that can be on a Google Doc. And if you that's not the way you think about it, that's great. But this is just what works for me. And so I'm back at page 1. And a lot of students, as they're looking at jobs, they're going to be looking at the number. Okay. And so if you choose to be a chief executive and you want to do it based on how much money you make, that's fine. But that's definitely the job you'll want to go back and look at all um, of this information, because it's going to give you a realistic depiction of what you're going to have to do in order to be in that career field. But let's just say that I wanted to be a chief executive, or maybe I thought I did, not sure, but I want to add it to my portfolio. Okay, what I would do is go here and actually click on Add to Portfolio. Okay, how will you know it's there? You should be able to scroll down and see that it actually says in portfolio. Okay, to get back to your job list, you will press back twice. Okay, now I'm sure some of you are wondering and saying, Ms. Perry, it's not going to be in my portfolio if I go back, but I'm going to click on it again and it's still there. Okay, and so you're going to go through and add 4 more jobs. I went back too far. Okay, so let's say I was interested in being a dietitian or a nutritionist, even though I'm not. Let's just say because of the wording, I thought so. I'll add it to my portfolio and I'll go back. Okay, so advisors, students need to follow the same directions 5 times at least. If you add more, wonderful. Okay, now once you add your jobs, your careers, I want you to go back and actually start looking through them. So I can click back on chief executive. Yes, they make 180,000 or above. That's the average salary what I saw. But I can read here and it tells me what I would have to do. Under the question, is this for you? It talks about your personality type. I also love that it includes work values. And so if you want to do this job well, what are you going to have to value to be good in this career field? Okay, so achievement and then independence. So if you don't like working alone, if you love working with groups of people, you may want to reconsider this field. All right, skills you need. I love this section because it talks about And this is the school to work connection because it shows you these are the things you'll have to be able to do well. Look at the reading comprehension, high. Active listening, high. Writing, medium. Speaking, high. Mathematics, medium. Critical thinking, high. So it just tells you what you'll have to do. And if you need more information, you can actually click on it to read more about it. Transferable skills. This is good too because it talks about, even though the skills here may not be in the job description, this will also be what you need from other careers or other skills that you may have to do this job well. Okay? The workplace skills, all of that information is here. So you can click on any of these to see what you need. What to learn. It talks about what you'll have to do beyond high school. You see all that stuff listed here? So actually read about this when you're thinking about making that $180,000 or more. Look at the different ways you can major in college to get to this career. Okay, it talks about the educational level here. Money and outlook, what we all want to see. I love that it even talks about what it looks like in our region, depending upon where you live. That also affects how much you make. The connections. Okay, you can go to specific websites to look up more information about it. They have interviews. Okay, it's written, but hey, you all read, so you can read through it and get a person's experience. Real life activities, that's connected here. Okay, and then I love it because you can even watch a little video about it. Okay, and so after you add your careers, you want to spend time researching those jobs that you've written down. Okay, now advisors, for you to assess whether or not students are done, you need to check two places. First, you're going to click on career planning. Once you do that, you can scroll down to the right. You're looking for your portfolio. Under Save Careers, you should be able to count 5 careers for each student. If 5 careers aren't showing up, they need to go back and add more careers. Okay? You also need to check the box that we started at the very beginning. Okay? Under Careers Key, it should now say you've completed the career key. The reason I say to check both places is because students can add careers under other surveys. So just because you see the careers here, it does not mean that they're necessarily done. It just means that they've added them. So that's wonderful. But they also need to go here. Again, click on Learning About Yourself and look to make sure you see it here. Okay? For those students who are new to CMS and you are done with your career key, you've added jobs and you've done a little research, you should go to complete the interest profiler first. Complete that one, and then if you finish, you can work on the career cluster survey. Okay? That's all I have for now.